So you think you're fine, and everything's alright, but you don't open your eyes, and you're so misguided.
Okay, folks, sorry about the technical difficulties there, we're back. So, I believe we were speeding down a city street with the backseat driver on the motorcycle holding the handlebars while the front seat scary man pulls out his pistol. Sound about right?
Sounds about right.
Okay, so could I please have a roll for the driver?
9.
9. Okay, what you're doing... Okay, it's not the best job of driving that you've ever done, but you are able to hold yourself steady on these streets and line up pretty well for the big boss. And Mr. Big Boss, where are you planning to shoot, or are you just planning to pepper it?
I'm planning to shoot at the driver.
At the driver, okay. That'll make it a little bit harder, but we can definitely go for that.
I think I can compensate.
Well, let's see if you're actually going to be able to make it happen. I think that you will. So,
Okay.
give me a roll.
10.
10, okay.
Are there rules for 1s or 6s?
No, not in this case. You know, of course, a roll of 2 will be, the always failure thing. And there are some optional rules for going ahead when you've got double 6s, but we're not going to be messing with that at the moment, especially since you're not high enough for that.
Goddamn right, I'm not high enough for that yet.
On the other hand, you've got a very, very nice thing going on here, but it is not an easy shot.
Ain't really my thing. Alright, yeah, so let's pepper this bitch.
Okay. Are you going to just empty the clip at them?
Yeah, I'm just going to spray directly into that dude's window.
Okay, actually, believe it or not, that wasn't quite enough, just considering the situation. But you are able to send rounds sparking off the frame of this thing. You collapse another window in a shattering hail of little glass pebbles of safety glass. And whoever is behind the wheel just went mad as he goes back and forth. You think, though, it'd be awfully hard to tell, that you might have heard a scream of pain.
Fair enough.
The
I'll take
unbroken
the
window near the back rolls down, and a bottle gets tossed out at you.
Shit.
Driver, are we going to try and avoid?
Oh god, yes.
Okay, roll it.
2d6?
2d6.
9 again.
9 again. Okay. All told, whoever had that tossed that bottle has a really good arm. The bottle actually breaks apart on the headlight of the motorcycle and splatters to the side of it. Duhad, you actually take a little bit of flaming liquid shooting up towards your face. Tenma, being behind him and such, you're going to be a little bit luckier in this case. So. Duhad, if you'd like to try and do anything at this point, now would be your chance.
Okay. Because there's no chance of ducking, it's already gone too far to thing. Basically, he's gonna shield my face with an arm.
Okay. It's enough to do. Unfortunately, your very nice jacket is now smoldering somewhat, and very well might catch on fire.
Damn it! Just start smacking the, burning the burning thing off on trying to put it out. Son of a bitch.
The hovercraft starts to get away a little bit as your spirited extinguishing actions start to make it a little bit harder for your poor backseat driver.
Yeah. Damn it. Alright. You shoot them.
Oh boy.
I assume you're grabbing the reins then?
Yeah.
I go to shoot. Do I have my pistol on me, or is it kind of his pistol?
Something
like his.
Yeah, that particular one that's on your sheet, probably not that one, but one almost exactly like it, just without the special features.
Alright, 2d6?
2d6.
Ooh, 4.
4. Okay, your fire is going to go wild, though it is going to, spark off the, lift fans at the back. Would the new driver care to get you closer?
Goddamn straight, he would.
Okay,
Damn it,
roll it.
damn
Okay, that's gonna be a 9.
9. Okay, with your driving skill. Okay, fine. And their check is... Yep, you start catching up again, making it a little bit easier for your backseater to shoot. If you can get side to side with them, she'll be able to pepper them really nicely.
Alright,
Or
then
perhaps
that's what
even
I'm
shoot
gonna
out
do.
the engine.
And that's what I'm gonna try and do.
Okay, give it another roll.
Alright.
Alright, time to shoot.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck.
you're going to continue shooting.
Me or him?
Well, you.
Yes.
Okay, make the roll.
We're slightly
Uh,
better this time at 8.
8. Okay, just shooting at the hovercraft, or do you have a target in particular?
What would be able to make it disabled and kind of, you know...
Engine block, potentially the drive fans at the back, or you can try and shoot through the skirt of the hovercraft and destroy the lift fans. On the other hand, you're using a pistol. It's not exactly the heaviest thing in the world.
Alright, so... Yeah, what would be easier?
Myself, I'd probably shoot for the drive fans.
Alright, so that's what I aim for.
Okay. You said you got an 8?
Yep.
Times... Once again, you're riding on a speeding motorcycle, the range is a bit long, it's not exactly the easiest shot that's ever been made in the history of the world. You aren't able to get the shots quite so precisely placed that they break the fan, though a number of them do seem to whip through the fans, and that seemed to be a splash of red on the inside cabin of that thing.
Oh, good.
We're goose nibbling them to death.
On the other hand, you have gone ahead and emptied the clip of the gun. You'll need to reload.
Reloading!
Reloading! Alright.
Driving?
Yep.
Or, more accurately, riding, but give me a roll.
Gonna be an 8.
8. Okay, theirs is going to be... Okay, yeah, you are definitely catching up. Are you going to try and follow right in, kind of the turbulent wake from the drive fans, or are you going to try and get up alongside them?
Considering she's reloading, I'm probably just gonna try and get into the wake of the drive fans.
Okay. You're definitely able to do that. The backwash from the fan buffets you about, and, any hair that you got goes flying. Loose lapels flip back and forth. You probably, the rush of air against your eyes is going to make you want to squint so that you don't lose them to some a flying bit of debris. On the other hand, they're going to have a hell of a time tossing something at you back here.
That's the way I
And
like it.
go ahead and give me another roll.
Okay. And it's going to be a 7. Yeah, seriously, I think I'm like rolling like 1 less each time I roll.
Well, that's okay. This one was a little bit easier. You note that the window that they tossed the Molotov cocktail out of at your bike, there's a arm hanging out of it, and it's got some wet red on it.
And it's not holding a bottle anymore.
No, it's dripping.
One more good shot into the engine. I think we've got these guys on the ropes.
Probably. Okay, gonna be able to reload within the round. Get a little bit closer with your next driving test, or are you happy with where you are?
I think we're in a good position.
Okay. Give me another driving test to be able to actually stay there, which I have no doubt that we'll be able to. But
8, that's fine.
yeah, you're good. So the gun's reloaded. You have bullets to work with. Use said bullets.
Yay!
Roll it.
6. No, 5, sorry.
5? Okay. What with the range being shorter and, Duhad's character shielding you from the wind, you're actually able to put the weapons fire onto the rotor hub. And... let's see. And yeah, AP... Okay, the drive fan shatters and rips out of its housing. It's only one of the 2 on the back of the thing, but the off-axis thrust spins the hovercraft on its lift cushion, and it slams into a park delivery truck. And then it doesn't move so much anymore because it's about half crumpled in.
Ouch.
Do any of the
This will
assholes get
combat.
out of it?
Not very quickly.
Yeah, just sort of park. Park.
You also see, catching fire, some blue alcohol flames on it, which is pretty standard in the Draconis Combine. Alcohol-based internal combustion engines are kind of what the realm uses.
Are we gonna do a cool guys don't look at explosions moment?
No, we're going to do a cool guys walk over and drag assholes out of burning cars moment.
That's fine with me.
Gonna pull that motorcycle to a stop there?
Yep, I told you that before.
Okay.
Park, get off, and walk over to the car.
Apprentice, what are you doing?
I'm walking with him. This is gonna be fucking fun.
Okay, when you actually make it over to the hovercraft, the driver appears to be alive, but he really isn't with it. His face is just a mass of blood. Looks like he's, taken some cuts from impacting the steering wheel, shall we say. The front side passenger dude, he's dead. Or if he isn't dead, he wishes he was. Because, one of his arms is just shattered, the leg is folded in upon by the superstructure of the car. We're talking severe damage here. The rear side, the passenger on the side that hit that thing, he very well might have been dead already, and considering that there appears to be a bullet hole that, it was in his head, it's a pretty good bet that he was beforehand. And that was the asshole who tossed the Molotov at your bike, so I imagine you don't too much care.
Yep, fair enough.
The passenger side on the rear, on the other hand, there is a guy cursing with bleach blonde hair. And I do mean bleach blonde. This guy took the bottle to it. He is holding on to a bleeding wound in his left shoulder. And is going very rapidly pale.
I see. Yeah, I just, that motherfucker.
The one with the blonde hair.
Yeah, like you. Drag him out.
I go drag the blonde motherfucker out. I'm very gentle about it.
Do you take him out through the shattered
Meantime, I
window?
just walk over, blood.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm not a very gentle person about this.
yeah, his back, his back catches against the window and he cries out in pain. Given your strength, yeah, you probably just drop his ass to the street when you pull him out, don't you? Yeah, it screams in pain again. You can tell that his ankle's been twisted under him, totally broken.
Can I make like a medical check to tell his damage?
Oh yeah, sure. 2d6.
Especially 2d6.
I quickly go over and just use
6.
the big knife to finish off the driver, make sure he's dead.
Oh, you're finishing him?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Why? Can I roll the 6 real quick?
Okay, yeah.
He's gonna live?
This guy could very well die if, you're not at least a little careful with him. He's losing blood pretty badly through the shoulder wound. That is a compound fracture of the ankle that he's sporting right there.
Ooh,
And
okay.
he's bruised and beaten pretty heavily. He
I'm gonna-
appears to be going into shock.
I'm gonna stabilize him.
Okay. Roll me another med tech.
Let's see. A 7.
Okay. You go ahead, apply basic first aid. It's maybe not so much a kindness considering what Duhad's character is likely to do to him, but
Oh, I
hey,
know.
hey, it's the apprentice's job to help out the master, right?
Exactly. You know how.
Speaking of the
hey.
master, you have just given the fairly unconscious dude a nice Glasgow smile there.
Yep. He's taken care of. I walk over to the other guy. Is he still conscious?
He is rapidly becoming numb.
I sort of bend down to him as he's fading out and just lift up his chin. Yeah, so he can see me.
Okay.
Are you having fun yet?
He faints dead away.
He's
Get him on the
gonna
bike.
wish I never stabilized him.
He's going to wish he and his friends decide not to set fire to my store. Let's go.
I go put him. I realize I should probably be a little bit more gentle as I put him on the bike.
Don't let him die. Be very disappointed if he dies.
Okay, so across town,
It's gonna be fucking fun.
We've got a cripple on a bike, but in the dojo!
the man is about to become crippled.
I'm not gonna cripple him, I'm gonna be gentle with him. This is the first day.
Fair enough. Are you
actually,
waiting
what-
for him to attack, or...
Well, actually, real quick, I'm gonna get a few of the senpais to go through the same thing with the other students.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him.
They have to suppress their grins.
Yeah. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to attack.
Okay. It actually takes him a little while, because, dude's scared of you at this point. But eventually, he starts to remember that, he's got testicles again. And,
Even if they are in his throat.
yeah, they've kind of risen a bit. But he goes ahead and he kind of sidles towards you, and then he draws back the most atrocious-looking hook of a punch that you might have ever seen.
Oh god. I'm just gonna kind of wince as I turn him away.
Yeah. He yells out and swings his fist at you.
I'm just gonna kind of wince that kind of, we've got a lot of work to do wince.
Okay, roll it.
And kind of floor him. I rolled an 11.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna essentially
Are you going to
Put him
make
to the
this
ground.
throw gentle?
Well, gentle as in I'm not going to break anything, but
Fair
he's going to
enough.
hit the ground pretty hard. It's
Fair
going to
enough.
knock the wind out of him.
There is a... As he hits the ground. He's not quite sure how he got there.
What's your name, kid?
He also faints.
Aw, man.
You didn't even need to interrogate this motherfucker.
But to be fair, that's actually a potential student.
Yeah. I was actually going to talk to him, but anyway, I'm going to turn around and wait for the other students to wait for my senpais to whip the other students.
With various levels of, oh my god, it happens. Not one of them really has much fighting talent. One of them appears to have a little bit more than most. Yeah, maybe a little bit of natural talent, but it's obvious that this guy really has had no formal education in fighting in his life. But he's big, he's strong, he's fast.
Yeah.
And that's done him pretty well so far. On the other hand, the senpai that went up against him was also big, strong, and fast, and he had training.
Alright. So as soon as I'm going to go over and relight my cigarette as this is going on. Wait for them to finish. And then I'm going to pick up the new Yakuzaites. Alright, now, I want you all to get down and give me push-ups until I get tired.
They kind of look at each other.
Now!
They jump to it.
What did you call them? Yakuzites?
Yeah. I'm going to lean down by them. We do not disrespect students. Understand me?
The one that you were closest to just nods.
Even if I do tear them a new one, that is my privilege. You guys aren't even maggots yet. You are the things that maggots shit.
He nods again.
Hold on. I had to find this. Corporal Honda,
Yes, sir?
go get two of the cigars out of the glove compartment.
Very good,
And
sir.
try to wake up the lump on the floor.
Yes, sir. Shall I use water, sir?
Hmm?
Shall I use water, sir?
Take him off the tatami first, but yes.
Very good, sir. He walks off, and you hear the sound of a empty bucket being put down, followed by the turning of a tap and the flowing of water.
I'm gonna look down at the. I'm gonna help by pulling the guy off of the mats, and I'm gonna look at one of the senpai, and then point back down at him. I'll give him one thing: he's a fast learner.
Indeed, master.
When it comes to get him a fresh, I'll get him a fresh change of clothes. We're going out to the bar tonight.
The senior student smiles.
All the academy all the academy students are welcome to join me if they want.
I'll pass the word, sir.
Of course. Oh, and anybody else of drinking age at that point. Except for the Q students. Well, except for my little buddy here. Tap him on the forehead.
He doesn't wake up. Honda comes back with the cigars.
Thank you.
He then walks over to grab the bucket.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some. I've got some accounting to do. Alright, do I have third-degree black belts under my tutelage at this point?
Yes, one.
Can you take class over for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I'm gonna go into the back and do accounting until my buddy wakes up.
There is a splash followed by a high-pitched scream. Apparently it was very cold water.
That's how we do it in the DCMS.
Actually, normally they do it with just beat. This is the nice way.
Oh, you old softy.
This is the way the DCMS does it to civilians.
Pretty much, yeah. For the record, in the DCMS, a superior officer pretty much has the right to kill a enlisted man at any time if he so chooses.
Yeah. I assume.
Oh, I'm dead serious.
I assume that there is a slap on the wrist for a higher officer that kills a low-ranking officer.
Between officers, you don't normally see it. Because the officer is expected to go ahead and commit seppuku if they did something that required that. But enlisted men, they don't get the swords, they don't get to have seppuku, they don't get honor, they just get their heads lopped off.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah, pretty much. I assume that you want Honda to bring, high pitch in.
As soon as he's changed.
It's, about 5 minutes or so, but, the guy, looking very, very low and with very damp hair, shuffles in, shoulders hunched and everything. He won't meet your eyes.
I'm not actually going to look up at him yet. I'm going to point to the chair across from my desk.
Just, slowly shuffles towards it.
I'm going to offer are your hands still wet?
Damp.
I'm going to hand him a towel.
He, slowly starts toweling off his hand.
So, straight cut, punch, or V cut?
Sir?
Cigars. Straight cut.
I've not had the pleasure.
We'll go with the straight cut then. I'm gonna pull out the cigar and pull out one cigar, give it pull it out of the packaging, give it a straight cut, then put it on the other side of the desk, and then put a punch cut in mine, and then light it. Congratulations, you're enrolled.
He looks as if you took one of your training Bakkens and just smacked him right in the forehead. Quick wrist pop.
You're a Q student. Your buddies out there, you came in and you learned very quickly, well, a type of respect. So you get to start training tomorrow. Your buddies out there have to come in and give me push-ups until they learn respect. As a new,
he looks at the cigar and then looks up at you. Sir,
pass him my lighter. Yes.
He takes it. Sir, all I learned was terror.
That's the beginning. Now to extract the terror and leave what's left. That takes years.
He nods.
Remind me to never put you in charge of a country, Graham.
I can run a dojo fine.
To be fair, in the Draconis Combine, like I said, he's kind of got a soft touch.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
He's a civvy. True, he's a gang civvy, but he's a civvy.
Fair enough. He actually lights the cigar, inhales, looks vaguely green, but he's obviously trying to...
You're not supposed to inhale it, you're just supposed to draw it into your mouth.
With a giant coughing, he lets out the cloud.
I did that for the first 2 years.
He looks at the cigar. Really?
Yeah. Granted, I kinda got used to it. See, I picked up smoking from my from the drill sergeant. He called me a special project. This meant I got beat up a lot by the other people in my unit. But it means that I got certain perks. One of them was that he'd give me a cigar whenever he had one. I didn't want to, well, make him think I was a wimp, so I stomached it. Don't do that. I'm going to get up and size him up, and then pull out a gi and a white belt and place it on the desk. when we go to the bar, you'll be taking these. Who sent you in here? Well, the group of you.
He goes down on Seiza on the ground. I have the honor of being a initiate of the Ryugawa Gumi.
Yes. But I mean, was it... Hold on, I have to find out. Was it Yamamoto that sent you in?
I do believe the lieutenant was in charge of my induction.
Good, because we'll be going to his bar later. I haven't seen him in a while, and you look like you could use a drink.
He gives a slight nod.
He thinks I'm doing him a favor. I'm kind of doing him a favor, but then again, I'm also not doing him a favor.
Yes, well. He nods.
When you come in tomorrow, you'll be wearing belts. I'm gonna look out the door, and just put a bunch of the one-size-fits-all keys on the counter. Hand these out to your buddies.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
Alright. Now, go out there, you should see you should see Senpai Jonathan. Talk to him. He's the only ginger out there, you can't miss him.
Yes, sir.
Let's not get lost.
He nods and backs out the door with a very deep bow of respect.
At this point, I'm gonna wait until class is over and then take my senpai and senseis and then the new initiate and go down to the bar.
Okay.
But on that note, I'm going to use the restroom.
Fun scene. Oh, hi! Can we have your finest booze? We're torturing someone right now.
Where's Yamamoto? He's busy.
Busy right now.
But yes, on the other side of town.
Doodaloo. So I'm assuming we've gotten back to the bar by now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, breaking back into the back room, and set our friend up on a chair.
Is he going to be tied to it?
Oh yes. So
Okay.
just his feet. His legs are free for now.
Okay. Legs are free. Hands tied to.
Yep. Hands tied behind his back.
Okay.
To the chair.
Do you have one of his arms through the frame of the chair?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just checking over his information, like see if he, check his wallets, see what he's got in his pockets, etc.
Okay. This gentleman, I use the term loosely, goes by the name of Kenichi Hosogawa.
All right.
The Hosogawa family, they are definitely not nobility, but they are rather wealthy merchants, or at least what passes for it.
Right.
They're in charge of most of the on-planet internal combustion engine.
I see. Interesting. Does their family have connections to the Yakuza, or are they just?
They don't work with the Yakuza per se, but when you're that big in business in the Draconis Combine, you at least have a passing acquaintance with them. And they probably won't be too happy with Ryugawa Gumi for doing what they did to their son. And, their son's friends.
Yes. Probably not, but they're not, a maid family, so I'm not as
No,
concerned.
they are not nobility. They do have some pull, however.
Yes. Well, the obvious course of action then is to make sure they don't know for certain that their son, expired.
Oh dearie me.
Fight a
Well, that's
catch
good news
we
for the
get
kid.
here.
As far as he knows.
I was about to say, how precisely is it good news that no one's ever going to find his corpse?
Well, I just tell it's yeah, just wait till he wakes up.
Pretty well out of it. You might want to bring in someone with a bit more medical knowledge if you want to bring him around in
We'll
decent amount of time.
Yeah, we'll bring in someone to make sure he doesn't expire, and then just sort of, lock him up, tie up his legs so he can't, do too much of anything, turn off the lights, and leave him to stew for a while. So he wakes
Very
up.
well.
In the meantime, I, get some, lower rank people to start cleaning up the damn burn marks.
They've already been on it.
Good.
A number of the members of the Yakuza who were, gambling, they were grumbling among themselves that the lieutenant went out and caught the guys before they could do a damn thing.
Yeah. Alright, I'll pay half of what I was going to offer you for the, catching them. The person who takes my suit down to the cleaners and gets it, gets the tailors to patch it up for me.
One of the guys zips right up in front of you.
Good man.
He's apparently a little bit more sober than the rest of them. Because one of the other guys who tries to move as quickly as him trips over a table and causes a bit of a ruckus.
Right. Yeah, I have my jacket. Good man.
I'll be back,
Dispatch me
Lieutenant.
Yes. Thank you very much. I'll remember your name.
He zips on out.
I light up a cigarette. I'm sitting at the bar.
Oh. That could have gone better, though it certainly could have gone worse.
Yeah. What a catch we got.
Nice. Doesn't like having to deal with people on his level. The uncomfortable region between having to, just bite the bullet and let them go and being able to just kill them with impunity. Hate gray areas.
I was looking forward to a little bit of mess.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be a little bit of a mess. It just has to all be kept to that room.
Yeah, don't want his family finding out. That'd be a bad sign. Not like they
No.
didn't do anything.
Not particularly, but I prefer they didn't realize that he ended his days here in this establishment.
So they...
We're
Well, they're
going
the
to
ones who...
need...
So they're the ones who raised the spoiled brat.
Yes, true, but not causing waves would be best at this time. We're gonna need a barrel.
Barrel, huh?
Yes. Doesn't have to be too big, just enough to get the body out once we're done with it.
Alright. Know where to go find a barrel at this point in time. I put out the cigarette and I go grab my leather jacket and walk out to go buy us a barrel.
Fair enough. I just turn back on, turn to the TV, turn on the soap.
Thank God I'm not around for that. No, wait. I catch the last bit of it and I roll my eyes. Oh, dear Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm off
yeah.
to the barrel store.
To the Coopers.
I'm back, by the way.
Okay. I think we'll call it there for the night. Just as a little introduction in what the world is like before everything goes terribly, terribly wrong.
Fair enough.
Great, I'll be at the barrel store.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily going to happen right away.
Oh, do remember to pick up some hydrofluoric acid while you're out. The smaller
of
we can make the
course.
body, the better.
Okay, Mr. Dama. Mr. Dahmer there. No, technically that was self-Ferric.
Yeah.
But anyway,
hydrofluoric is what they use in Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Anyway, that will
Thanks for your
be
bones.
that will be the end of this session. I hope that our viewers will come back and join us again for the next one. When
Yeah,
things
that's
go
gonna
down, many things,
Yeah.
and some
See you
poor
suckers
young
next
street
time.
punk gets dissolved.
uh,
See you next time,
Wow.
folks.
See ya.
bye.
Bye.